A little bit of light on the horizon. Sunrise this morning about 5:54, so getting closer to that 6 o'clock hour. Big concern today at our beaches for rough surf and rip currents, but the weather itself looks sunny and warm today and tomorrow before that shower threat returns later Friday into the day on Saturday. Now it's our south-facing beaches here on the south coast from Rhode Island all the way out to the Outer Cape, the Vineyard, Nantucket, all of which are under a high surf advisory through this evening. For that rough surf, we could see seas up to about 4 to 6 feet, and we could also see a high risk for rip currents at these beaches today. And this is all associated with our hurricane Gert, which has strengthened this morning. Gert has 90-mile-per-hour winds now, and it is lifting toward the northeast much quicker now, about 20 miles per hour. So it's basically making its closest approach to us this morning, and it's going to continue to race on out to sea. But the swell emanating from this is really impacting our beaches today. So although the weather itself is going to be great, if you are venturing to the beaches, you do need to be aware of this concern. We have a little bit of fog right now in the western part of the state, reducing the visibility. Orange down to about a quarter of a mile. Elsewhere, not a big issue, but there may be just a few patches of fog that develop here through sunrise this morning. 65 in Worcester, 66 in Boston. We have upper 60s on the Cape. So it's a warm start this morning, and the skies above this morning are mainly clear. So we've got that fog at ground level, but you can see that clearing line dropping southward with our frontal boundary that's steering Gert away. High pressure building in from the north and west, and this has very dry air associated with it. See how the dew points are in the 50s to our north, still in the mid 60s here. You're going to notice that humidity as we get deeper into the day really dropping off, and by tomorrow morning heading out the door, there's going to be kind of a crisp, almost fallish feel to the air. So it's a nice afternoon. Temperatures come up into the 80s, about 84 in Boston. You're headed to Fenway tonight. Low humidity, great night for the game. Temperatures still near 80 degrees. Just a couple of clouds built through the afternoon. That's it. Otherwise, mostly sunny today and mainly clear tonight as those temperatures drop. Some of our coolest suburbs will be down in the upper 40s tonight. Otherwise, 50s to around 60 degrees in Boston. And that dry air spilling on in looks like it's with us during the day tomorrow. So tomorrow looks fantastic. A few degrees cooler with a sea breeze at the beaches. And then as we get to Friday into Saturday, we're going to watch a warm front lift in our direction. That'll bring in more humid air on Friday. And after lunchtime through the afternoon and evening hours, there'll be a few showers that develop. That cold front, though, still has to cross on Saturday. And that's why we keep the threat of a few showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. But Sunday looks good and Monday looks great. Mainly clear skies for the eclipse coming up on Monday.
Seeing a lot.
And a good Wednesday to you. I'm meteorologist Cindy Fitzgibbon. Nice out there with the sunshine, but heads up. We've got rough surf down along our south-facing beaches today. On the Cape, back to Rhode Island beaches, Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. We've got a high surf advisory. Through this evening, this is all due to Hurricane Gert spinning here hundreds of miles from our coastline with winds now up to 90 miles per hour. And this is racing toward the northeast more than 20 miles per hour. So it's going to continue to move away throughout the day, but strengthening more as it does so. May reach Category 2 strength here in the next several hours. So what this is doing is really churning up the seas, and swell kind of emanating off this is sending waves building along our coastline, and that is increasing that threat certainly for rip currents, particularly along our south-facing beaches where that is where the highest rip current risk will be. Also, the highest waves could reach 6 to perhaps up to 10 feet coming ashore, and you can see on the outer Cape we've got the waves about 5 to 7 feet with overall lower wave heights at our north and south shore beaches today. So do keep that in mind. It's going to be a really nice day to sneak away if you can. Lots of 80s out there. Winds are turning to the northwest. So even though we've got a little humidity in place this morning, it will be lowering, and those winds will keep the temperatures just slightly cooler, upper 70s to near 80 on Cape Cod. So it's a front pushing offshore, steering Gert away. At the same time, high pressure is nosing in, and this is where we have the center of that nice dry air. Dew point temperatures down in the 50s to our north and west. And with time today, some of that drier air starts to work on in, so you will feel the humidity dropping certainly by this evening. And overnight, the air mass coming in so dry that with clear skies and light winds, the temperatures are really going to drop off. Some of our coolest suburbs by tomorrow morning could be down in the upper 40s and lower 50s, should hang on to the lower 60s downtown. So this dry air with us into the day tomorrow as well. But look off to the west. You can see our next system approaching, and this is going to bring in the chance for showers here toward the end of the week. So if you do have allergies, it's ragweed right now and grasses. Levels are high into tomorrow, and then they should come down slightly with that rain working in on Friday. Tomorrow, slightly cooler, lower 80s. A sea breeze may kick in with lighter winds. And then on Friday, I don't think we're talking about wet weather in the morning. It's going to be more toward midday in the afternoon hours. This warm front works on in. We'll see a few showers, not an all-day rainfall here, but we still have this cold front that has to come through, and that will likely move through on Saturday. So as that pushes through, there will be the chance of a few additional showers and thunderstorms, likely the first half of the day on Saturday. And then look at that, Sunday into Monday looking good. It looks like mainly sunny skies for the eclipse on Monday.
You're watching the ocean right now.
I sure am. And what we have behind us here are the wave heights. See that yellow blob? That's the movement of Gert. And near this thing, 35-foot seas.
Wow.
35 feet. That's about the length of a school bus. So that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And that hurricane is so large. The swell from it is kind of propagating all the way to our coastline and causing rough surf and also an increased threat for rip currents here down along our south-facing beaches. And that's why we have this high surf advisory up till 8 p.m. Gert has strengthened. The winds right now are 90 miles per hour, and it is racing toward the northeast at 25 miles per hour. So this is moving away. Its closest pass is now. May strengthen a little bit more as it pulls away by this evening, and then it is pushing on out. So we will find improvements around here, just not today. If you are down at our south-facing beaches, you'll be seeing waves down that way of about 6 to 10 feet, 5 to 7 on the outer Cape, lesser waves, lower heights, only about 2 to 3 feet here at our east-facing beaches on the North Shore, the South Shore, and around Boston. But this is something you need to take seriously because, of course, that water can be dangerous. So as Gert moves away, you're thinking, okay, we're probably done with the tropics for a while. This is the time of year where they get very active. And look at this, 1, 2, 3 waves that have come off of Africa that the Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on for possible development in the next 5 days. So it is that time of year when the tropics can get very active, and it looks as though that will be the case. So there you see the hurricane kind of spinning away from us. By the way, this is more than 300 miles away, and it's having the effects here. But at least the skies are mainly clear. You can see just a few clouds here developing off to the north and west. So it's a lovely midday. It's so nice outside. We've got a lot of sunshine around Boston. The temperature has come up to 82, and the winds have turned around to the north and west. So look at the dew point. If you've been noticing over the past couple of days, it's been elevated. It's been a little muggy. The dew points have been in the 60s. Now that drier air is working in from the northwest, and we're pushing all that muggy air down to our south. So those dew points are going to keep dropping as high pressure noses in with nice, dry, comfortable air. The dew points will go from the upper 50s to near 60 now, down closer to 50 degrees overnight, and that's going to allow the temperatures to drop as well. So it's going to be a cooler overnight for sure. Very pleasant now. We have mid-70s Worcester, 82 Lawrence, 83 in Plymouth. We've got 70s on the Cape, and that northwesterly wind will allow the temperatures to come up a couple more degrees. We should top out in the next few hours here. About 84 in Boston, and then once the sun goes down, we'll fall back into the 70s. But dry this evening. If you're headed to Fenway Park, you'll notice that low humidity. It's a really nice evening for a ball game with those northwesterly winds at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. As the winds go calm tonight and the skies clear out, look at the temperatures. If you have the windows open tonight, it's going to be cool in the house tomorrow morning. Our coolest suburbs could be close to 50 tonight, staying in the lower 60s in town. And tomorrow is another gorgeous day. Low humidity, loads of sunshine, temperatures either side of 80. A sea breeze may kick in the afternoon as we've got that nice dry air in place. Here's the next system that we're watching. This is going to make a run toward us for the end of the week on Friday. So if you have allergies right now, ragweed on the higher side, and the levels are going to be coming down on Friday because the threat for some wet weather does return. I don't think so much it's a big issue here in the morning hours on Friday. As this warm front approaches, though, we could get into some showers right around lunchtime on Friday. And if the timing holds, well, they could continue on into the evening hours as well. Cold front off to the west still has to swing on through. That looks like it's going to happen on Saturday. So with that coming through, that's our best chance of seeing thunderstorms. And then behind it, drier weather for Sunday looks great. And that nice weather should hold for Monday. So right now, looks like we should have a nice view of the eclipse on Monday.